Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rainbow Warriors will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. He has the first and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
It'll be third and long. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Swings it out to the flat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Hawaii's offense will get the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold and fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. And he is snowed under.
teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And he makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Texas. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking for blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's DeLuca. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Finds a seam. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's
trying to get it in, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee you he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To the air, it's Flanagan. Throws to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Those corner routes are really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got him downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Levis. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Rainbow Warriors have a lot of options on second and inches. Scanning the field, it's Flanagan. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now.
Against against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Off the RPO, complete.
Second down pass, complete to the wideout. Loses 3. Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Finds some fresh air. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Complete on 3rd down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The offense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Love the play design on offense, because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Flanagan. Hauls it in.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's DeLuca. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On target to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
A strike downfield. Racing to the right. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Texas offense. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
The officials off. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback making checks. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The short hands, it's DeLuca. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. These corners going to give them some space. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wants to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's DeLuca. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using the quick game. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Rainbow Warriors started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Warriors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference battle of note. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run it from the gun. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love